Hey, what's going on YouTube channel? How y'all doing again? It's Charles Johnny. Y'all know who it is. Go hard, go home. So today, I'm gonna talk about developing game through professional development. Okay, like I guess you know what I'm saying, certain jobs and stuff like that. I'm gonna talk about how I did some of it, my point of view of it. What people call game, I really more so call social skills. But like I said, tonight I'm gonna talk through this right here. So y'all just chill out, hit the subscribe for me if y'all like to, and if not, we'll talk about it at the end of the video again. So let me get my thing fired up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and go talking about it. So here's the deal. Um, I've been watching this Manosphere thing for a few months or so now, and I decided to start talking about some stuff on this channel. And I think that they need more like things for guys that do professional development, but like really how. I think like a lot of people, they put stuff out and they tell guys you gotta develop in certain type of ways, but that might seem like a lot to some people. But you can really do this stuff with your basic job, okay? Your basic job. All right, how does that work? Well, I'm gonna tell you how I did it. My first job was the United States Army. It was really my only job. I worked at McDonald's for a little while, but that was after the Army. But while I was in there, and on other jobs, when I get to other jobs, I'm gonna tell you about how I was thinking about on those too. I started developing like how to talk to people and deal with people when because one day I wanted to be, in charge. In order to be in charge, I knew I was gonna have to be able to tell everybody else what to do, and I need to know how to deal with people, how to work with people. Now, how I just play out into everything else. Well, once you learn these kind of things, you kind of can use them in any type of situation. You see, relationships between people is not much unlike. They're all about the same. They got the same kind of dynamics, same things. Okay. You know how to deal with people at work. You could probably deal with people at your house. You could probably deal with women, especially if you learn to deal with women at work. Let me tell you, I grew up in the women were just really getting into work type age. You know, I saw a lot of stuff that I thought was unfair. I mean, women could do less than me on the PT test, and they still get the same amount of points or higher. You know, those PT tests and points counted towards getting promoted and stuff. So it's like, oh, this is unfair. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying, in one of my other videos, where I was talking about pills are bad for you, and I was like, I could have been a red pill rager at one point in time because I saw a lot of stuff was unfair, but it just, I developed myself professionally through jobs and stuff to the point where it was like, that kind of stuff ain't really for me. So, how'd I do that? I went to the workshops. I talked to the leaders. And you can do this on your normal job. But I think the best way of doing it is you always have to have the goal of moving up. That's gonna be the main key. No matter where you start this at. Because when people say you gotta do this, it sounds real big. So a lot of people are like, oh man, nobody really has that. Nobody really can do this. Yes they can. It's just that no matter where you are starting at, you gotta start trying to go to the next level. Okay? When you start trying to go to the next level, your mind is going to formulate ways for you to go to the next level. You're gonna know who you gotta talk to. You about gonna know what they gonna want to hear. You gonna say what they want to hear. You're already thinking about this. You're already thinking about it. So See? And if you serious about getting to that next level, you're going to find out them steps and you're going to do them. How does play into the game thing? This is how. You're going to have to become a kind of more of a detective than other people on your job, because you know when you're on job stuff, you're in a regular job, they don't tell you what you gotta do to make it to the next level. You gotta ask, or you gotta go get the books and read it yourself, and then you probably gotta ask them. And you know, so it's like you're not just gonna get this handed this junk. It's the same thing like with women. Not that they're gonna hand it to you. You gotta do that same thing with the job. You gotta go there and you gotta ask nicely, and you gotta show the potential to get the job. The same thing, guys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I helped a lot of guys out of this type of stuff in real life. There's a couple of basic life changes and mind changes. It's got to be mind changes made in order for things to change. We'll get into those later. So, back to this. As I went through this time in the Army and I became a sergeant, we was always having trainings, and a lot of jobs do this. Once you get to management, you start getting training on people skills and how to deal with people. That's why a lot of guys need to start shooting for management positions so you can get this training for free, get paid to do it, and promote it. But that training is what you need to be going to. That'd be part of of that, because those people skills they teach you that works with everybody. It works with everything. It's not just for jobs. It's not just for jobs. A good manager probably got good people skills. Yeah. You've had good managers. You had bad managers at your job, and the good ones had good people skills. They knew how to deal with you. They knew how to deal with them. They knew how to deal with them. And then get everybody to work together. And if you can get that, you see, that's why I'm saying you could do this through this. I'm just trying to put that out there in the first 7 so minutes here, so it don't be like, I'm just rambling. No, you can develop yourself through this, and you're getting paid to do it this way. Mm-hmm. Them social skills don't make you a force out in public. You're going to be able to take them and move it to not just dating, a lot of other stuff, man. Sales, stuff like that. You move from there to there. But the thing is, though, well, how do I get this training? Because everybody's at different levels in life. And everybody got, different stuff going on. But everybody can do this. It don't matter where you at. You can start looking to the next position. Get to that right there and start getting that kind of training. And some places be giving that kind of training just for nothing. They do a lot of training on people skills and stuff in the Army, in the military. Because you gotta be able to deal with people. Because you're gonna live right up under them if y'all go to war. So you know what I'm saying? It's like you get a lot of training on it. But I know a lot of jobs do that too, and a lot of people can be getting that training. I'm telling you, you learn people skills. You're gonna be able to talk to women. You're gonna be able to you get a lot more stuff you want in life too, and be more successful if you want to do business on your own and stuff like that. Um, yeah. So that's how you can develop. That's how you can develop your personal. You know what I'm saying? You can develop game through your personal professional development at work. Once you get to a certain level, they're gonna teach you how to deal with people. I mean, it's not something that really can be taught. It's something they can mentor you on or tell you certain aspects of. It really, man, dealing with people shouldn't be too hard for most people. I mean, like, if you start looking at yourself first, you can really kind of deal with people a little bit better. But that'd be a long, drawn out conversation. I ain't gonna go into all of that. We can talk about that later. But you need to shoot for them positions in the job. Because people are always asking, how do I do that? This is one way how. And if you can get a job doing sales, where you work off a commission, people talking about mouthpiece, you'll build it there. Mm-hmm. And if you work in sales, I worked in sales, you know what I'm saying, for a while too. Like selling products person to person. You walk up to people, start talking to them, and you start learning to recognize body signals, all that stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? And this is just people, women, men, kid, people that, you know what I'm saying? But this stuff works no matter when you start to put it towards, especially dating, because you can recognize body signals very easily. You know what I'm saying? You're just reading people. That's all really dating is. And your professional development of this way right here puts you ahead of the workplace, and you don't mess around and bust the wall when you hit 30. Because I'm gonna do a video about that one too. Because guys hit 30, and you ain't at certain levels of junk, you kind of hit a wall with women because like they kind of really like doing a lot these days. So you gotta really pay attention to that too. That affects in the game too. The game or whatever y'all call it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like, I don't really like using the word game, you know what I'm saying? But the social situation, yeah, that affects a lot too, but it's not really in a bad way. The way I see it is like, you know what I'm saying? They got their own job, they got their own money, that's less I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we can do the combined thing or whatnot, and we can call it a day. You know, but that's a whole other conversation. This right here is like, hey, you start shooting for that next level. Anybody, no matter where they at in life, can shoot for that next level. And when you start shooting for that next level, you gonna have to formulate how to do that, because you know you gonna have to know you got to go to this person, you gotta do A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? And along the way through there, the experiences is working with you too. That's how I did it, guys. That's how I did it. I mean, like, you know, it's not hard for me socially with women because it's not hard for me socially with people. See? Like, I don't have a problem talking to groups of people, you know what I'm saying, about a specific, you know what I'm saying, thing that they need or whatever. But I stay away from groups of people because, like, you know what I'm saying, I can't deal with some reactions that I get from people either. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people be on some crazy junk, so, you know, so I don't do it like that. So I kind of get on here and just let it be out there, and you know what I'm saying, people can find it and it helps them. If not, and you don't see me on a bunch of social media platforms, stuff like that, because I don't do all that stuff. But I think that this is helpful stuff that people need to know, and it keeps me from having to be in front of a group of people. So if I say I'm stupid, I'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes I get like that, but still, yeah. You can develop this thing through that, and it will help you to be able to talk to people. You know, yeah. So not only can you do it that way, like you can go to college. I went to college for a little bit. Those experiences and things like that, you know, and just having to deal with how people are, It's gonna teach you a little bit something, and then put you a little bit ahead while you're doing it too. Cause women are doing all that stuff, going to college and doing all this stuff and like that, and moving up in jobs. You need to be doing that too. Not just to match them. It's not really for them. In the end, it'll work out to where they're gonna come to it. But the thing of it is when y'all get to that point together, about around 30, you need to be matching them or better. And you're only gonna do that through professional development. And through that professional development, by the time you get to the end of that, you'll be ready for them because you already know how to deal with people. So, mentors down to y'all. Go hard, go home. That's a small dose. Hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comments. I'm out.